Okay, everybody, it's time for test bottle 2 of WCBS 50,000 subscribers Celebration Ale. Let's see if it's any better this time. Hey, it's Brain Muffin back with another beer review, and now today we're going to look at one of my own. This is a test bottle number 2. Now, many times in test bottles I do use clear or green, but I wanted to use one of the regular bottles this time just in case it needs to age more and I can use a third test bottle and perhaps a fourth test bottle. Usually I only do 3 bottles that are either green or clear per batch, and I bottle them at different stages of the bottling process. One at the beginning, one about in the middle, and one near the end. And then I forget which one's which, and then it doesn't really matter. So this bottle, I have no idea when it was bottled. It could be in the beginning, end, or whatever. Now if you watch the test bottle number 1 video, I gave my own beer a 4.25, even though it was lacking in certain characteristics, in particular its carbonation level. Now I had full faith and belief that the carbonation would get better a week later, and it's been a bit more than a week. So we'll see how well placed my faith in my own process and my own abilities are. And we'll also see how well I've sanitized these bottles and if it just explodes my face because I was an idiot and I didn't do something right. So let's find out. Now this one has been sitting out for a bit. I wanted it to be close but not quite to the proper temperature. Oh, nice fruitiness on the nose. It has the expected hop aroma. It's still a little light on the carbonation. The carbonation is much better, but it's not quite where it should be, considering how much sugars I put in there. But it's very close. So the coloring is a little bit closer to the reddish I wanted, not quite the red I was looking for. When I do the Imperial, I want a really deep purple, so I'm really going to have to concentrate on that. But it has a very good carbonation stream, so that's good. So right on the nose, I get that mango aroma from the El Dorado hops, but I also get that pungentness from the Citra. And now I'm really wanting to, second guess myself. I don't think I should have used Citra at all, at least not in the secondary. Because it's not, I don't want that pungentness, although it's much less than it was, but I failed to realize it had a pungentness till I put it in and I went, whoa, what's that? And then I read the label, One of these days I'm actually going to do research before I do throw stuff together. It'd be nice. Now the mouthfeel is getting better. It has a nice maltiness all the way, tip the tongue all the way back. Very mild on the bitterness, but it's still, the mouthfeel is still thin. This is one of the things that's driving me nuts about the Grainfather. I can't get a beer to have the mouthfeel I want. So if anybody knows how to get a better mouthfeel, please let me know. I used Beersmith's setup for the Grainfather, and I chose medium, basically good mouthfeel and good alcohol content. Because my efficiency is nowhere close to where it should be, this is only a 4.7 beer when it should have been like 5.5 to 6. So I really missed it on the efficiency, and that might be why the mouthfeel is missing it by about as much. But overall, it's very, very close to what I was trying for. These guys like maltier beers, so to have the hop bitterness backed way off, I think I had a calculated 26 from Beersmith with the boil time and everything. Again, when I do this again, when I make this again, or at least the Imperial, I'm not going to use the Northern Brewer. That may have also been part of the problem. I should have still probably boiled for an hour and then put the Northern Brewer in at 45 minutes. Once I got it to boil, I threw them in there. I probably should have boiled for 15 extra minutes. I also don't want to use such a, it was sort of like 11.5, 12 alphas, way too high for what I was going for. Probably should use Cascade for bittering, which I have done in the past. About half, it cuts the alphas in half. I can get a longer boil to get closer to the coloring that I wanted. But, all in all, not too bad, especially considering that I'm brewing like twice a year at best anymore. And so there's a lot of things with that system that I just don't remember from the last time, that if I was brewing once a month, it would become intuitive and rote. So when I do the next one, I'm going to have dry malt on hand to get my ABV up where I want it. But it does have the aroma that I wanted, and I about knocked that bottle over twice. It has the malt I wanted. The finish is a little off, but the mouth feels way off, and I'm going to have to work on that. I'm still going to hold to 4 1/4 as a check-in. It has gotten better in the characteristics that I knew would improve with 1 week of age. I want to see about what's another week, and I really want to review this with Jeff. So he and I have got to find time to review this beer, maybe even with all of them, to see how all of them like it, what they don't like, what they like. And take that as notes, so when I make the Imperial version for the 100,000 subscribers, I know what to aim for. So there we go. So Brain Muffin's Beer Kitchen, 4 1/4% on the 50k subs celebration ale. Thanks, world class bullshitters. My channel is growing because of you guys in many ways. You know, I'm getting people more and more. It's amazing. People come over and then they disappear. I had a man from Carcosa and several others last year, and I don't know where they went. But we've also had some subscribers who have just kind of seemed to have disappeared. You know, Christopher Littleton and some others. So, Augs for President. Some of you guys still post every once in a while, but a lot of you, not your father's Clitoris Challenge. Where are you guys? Let's resurrect them. So, thank you very much for stopping by. I do have several snippets of videos of when I made this beer that I probably ought to put together and do something with it. Next time, I really want to make a beer video with me using the system, but it's just very tough in my kitchen. It really is. So we'll see. But thanks for stopping by. I'm also going to post this in the Grainfathers users group because I really need some feedback. And if anybody is local and has a Grainfather and knows about the system and wants to try this beer and tell me what I need to adjust, that would be perfect. All right. Thank you very much, and we'll see you later. Goodbye. Shake your toe, babe. Shake your toe, babe.